words into syllables. Okay, so the first step that you're always going to do here is to divide into syllables. So let's look then up here at our line, and we have to remember that this is Old English, and so it could be that some of these words have more syllables than they sometimes do today. Okay? So let's go through here. Do you think there are any words that have more than one syllable?
Pierced might.
Pierced might, yes. And in fact, it does. So in this case, we have the drought of March had pierced to the root. Okay, you're just going to have to trust me on that one. Okay, it's Old English.
What is this called? Is this like
This is marking feet and meters. Okay, so we're going to mark feet first, then we're going to figure out the meter. And I'll explain that. You'll hang with me for just a second. So the first thing we're going to do is divide into syllables. How do you know if a word has more than one syllable? Okay, you can clap it out.
But you
but
said
could you
some
not
of
clap enough syllables? I mean, couldn't that be
every time your jaw?
Yeah.
every time your jaw drops,
Yeah.
it's another syllable? Okay, that's the best way to do it. So, the drought of March had pierced, you feel like your jaw drops twice, pierced to the root. So each one of these words then is one syllable, except for this one. And like I said, you just got to trust me about the Old English here. Pierced has two syllables. Now, so that's the first thing we do then is to divide into syllables. The second thing then is we're going to mark stressed. And the stressed syllables, we're going to use a downbeat, kind of a backslash mark. And unstressed. And the unstressed, we use a little U-looking, it's called a schwa. We use that marking for the unstressed syllable. And we're going to do that first by deciding whether the first word is a downbeat word or a pickup. Now, how many of you were ever in band or choir? Okay, you were ever in band or choir, you know that some pieces start on the downbeat. Okay? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, and I'm not in good voice today, obviously, I've got a cold. But some songs start on a downbeat. Bum, bum. Some songs start on an upbeat. Bum, bum, bum. Did you feel the difference? Okay? So the downbeat is the stress. That pickup, bum, bum, then is the unstressed syllable. So we're going to go back here and look at our sentence, and we're going to say our line and say, do we think this first word is a downbeat word?
Yeah.
Is it important? Does it get the stress? Or is it a pickup that then the next word would be the important one?
It's a pickup.
It's a pickup. That's exactly right. So we're going to mark it with the little schwa, the drought. Now, once we've marked this far, we have a pattern established. Okay? And I will warn you, you'll have to mark this on your next test. Okay? In fact, you're going to be marking this all semester. So we need to understand feet and meters. So we've got the drought. Now we have a pattern. This is like Sesame Street. Okay? Remember Sesame Street where it had things like triangle, square. What comes next? No. These are your only two choices. Triangle. What comes next?
Square.
Square. Okay. So,
Sorry, I didn't watch.
that was probably a bad question on my part. I'll take the blame for that. Okay, so now we've got unstressed, stressed. What are we going to mark next here then? Not circles.
Half
Unstressed.
a circle.
March had. Now we have two halves of this word. We have to mark both halves. Okay, each syllable gets marked all by itself.
Stressed, unstressed.
So we have stressed, unstressed. Why? Because we had unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed. Okay, that is marking feet. Okay, those are the feet. Each syllable is a different foot and has to have a different marking.
That's pentameter, isn't it?
Hang on. So, if you'll look at the bottom of, or the top of now, page 3 on your poetic terminology, there are 2 basic patterns that you need to know. So now we're going to identify the pattern. And so there are 2. The I am, which would be iambic, is going to be the unstressed, stressed repeating pattern. Okay? So iambic, I-A-M-B-I-C, is unstressed, stressed repeating. The trochee, or trochaic, is the opposite, stressed, unstressed. And those are the 2 patterns that I would like for you to know this semester. Okay, so we've got the iambic, which is the unstressed, stressed, and then we've got the trochaic, which is the stressed, unstressed. So which of these do we have here?
Iambic.
Iambic. It's the unstressed, stressed. It starts with unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed. Okay, so what is the feet for this line? Iambic. What is the name of the feet for this line? It's iambic.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have 2 choices basically in this class for this semester. Iambic or trochaic. There are others, and I've listed them on your poetry terminology sheet, and if we really were going to get, further in depth in this, we'd mark some different kinds. But basically, for this class's sake, we can make do with 2, and that simplifies it for you. Okay, now, so we've marked the feet. That's what this is.